to The Fitterist Show with your host, Christopher Allen, where we explore the art of mind and body conditioning. While the exercise at home trend has surged due to the pandemic, companies like Peloton have flourished. But in a post-COVID world, will traditional gym membership models survive, or will they thrive? In other fit tech news, Apple is reportedly developing a fitness service where it may bundle a fitness app with other Apple hardware and or services. We'll take a look at what such a service might look like and how it fits into the Apple ecosystem. Also, Google is commissioning Samsung to develop new microchip to, among other things, track body movements. This, of course, fuels speculation that Google may be building a reference watch design to spark more next-gen Wear OS devices. Finally, Fitbit announces the latest subscriber growth of its fitness subscription service, Fitbit Premium. So, let's dive in. The overall exercise at home space has surged, leading some people to believe this trend will disrupt the quote outdated gym model. However, here's why Peloton and some of the exercise at home leaders might not kill the traditional gym business model. Peloton is really about paying a premium for one really good exercise experience at home. Of course, this is an advantage right now, as everyone is staying home due to the pandemic. And Peloton, as a leader, really seized the opportunity, and in its most recent quarter, it signed up 174,000 new connected fitness subscribers with a total subscriber base of 886,000 people. And of course, Peloton is not alone. If you remember, Lululemon acquired Mirror, another at-home fitness product. They're targeting to generate about $100 million in revenue in 2020. That's pretty impressive for a 2-year-old company. And even old school company Nautilus, the people that make the Bowflex, they've seen a resurgence in demand. In its second quarter, its sales grew almost 100% year over year, its best quarter in decades. One thing Peloton and others share with gym models is recurring revenue. And once Peloton gains a customer, it has a 93% 12-month retention rate. And Peloton subscribers average just under 18 workouts a month. So they are engaged in the platform, which means that retention rate of 93% is likely to stay pretty high. Peloton also recently raised its 2020 guidance for connected fitness subscribers, which is that 886,000 number, to 1.04 to 1.05 million from a prior range of 920 to 930. So they continue to believe they are going to grow and gain and retain customers. But that doesn't necessarily mean that fitness clientele are done with gyms forever. So in a recent article, a reporter from Business Insider wanted to try and scientifically measure the Peloton bike's effectiveness. So he did a 45-minute ride on his Peloton every day for 2 straight weeks. He met with a doctor, sports scientist, both before and after his 2-week experience. And unsurprisingly, certain aspects of his fitness improved, definitely had cardiovascular improvement, but his muscle mass was limited to gains only in his legs. Not surprising if you've ever seen a world-class cyclist. Huge legs, incredible quads, powerful calves, tiny upper body. And therein lies one of the challenges of Peloton. It's a limited experience. Whether it's the Peloton bike or the treadmill, these users are paying somewhere in the neighborhood of $100 per month to perform just one exercise at home. If you remember, the Peloton bike is $2,245, Peloton treadmill, $4,000. Each of those requires a 12-month commit at $39 a month subscription. So it adds up pretty quickly. So the high cost of these Peloton subscribers implies that these people are pretty serious about their fitness. And they're probably doing more than just one exercise. And Peloton is starting to recognize this with their launch of their Peloton digital service. Now, this is $13 a month, and it comes with an app that is filled with workout options for its end users. And in their most recent earnings announcement, management said that about 60% of their premium connected fitness subscribers are also using Peloton Digital to supplement their workout routines with exercises beyond just the bike or the treadmill. Again, if you pay for the treadmill or the bike, you get access to Peloton Digital for free. Figure if you're going to pay them $5,000 at $13 a month, if you're going to pay them $5,000 plus $39 a month, we'll throw in the $13 a month Peloton Digital subscription. But again, it still limits users to one stream on only one device. So the question is, are gym memberships still relevant? Well, we already know that Peloton users clearly have the financial wherewithal to have both a Peloton, including Peloton Digital, and a gym membership. And even while gyms have seen a spike in cancellations due to the coronavirus, they are still a very cost-effective way to get a wide variety workout beyond just the single exercise. And remember, gym memberships are at completely different price points. So you have affordable gym memberships that should be able to attract a much larger customer base than just the Peloton over the long term. Again, post-coronavirus. And remember, the diversity of exercise options make it an attractive option, even for Peloton users. So you have your Peloton bike at home, gym membership as well. So overall, it's likely that gym memberships are indeed still relevant and should start to accelerate as the economy rebounds. Just a few other comments on Peloton. Peloton financially lost about $160 million through its first 3 quarters of its 2020 fiscal calendar, but they're guiding for a top line of more than $1.7 billion in revenue. So start to think 3 to 5 years out from now, that recurring and profitable subscription revenue could really boost the top line revenue in a big way, hence the surge in its stock price. But if there's one thing we've seen from American markets, the bigger and better Peloton gets, the more the competition will step up, copy its products at lower price points with more effective and efficient subscription options, and that could eat into Peloton's market share. Bottom line though, Peloton is probably still the premier high-end name in the fitness at-home business. But remember, fitness equipment is a tough business. If you think of some of the names of the past, big companies like Icarian Fitness, Schwinn, Nautilus, all of which competed head-to-head throughout the late 80s and early 1990s, Peloton certainly has the brand power, and it's spending nearly $400 million in marketing and sales this year. That's about 1/4 of its revenue projection. It's unlikely to be able to sustain that forever, so we'll see how Peloton's model evolves, how the competition at home also evolves, and how gym memberships remain relevant over time. And in our second news story, Apple is reportedly getting ready to launch a series of bundles that will let consumers subscribe to several of the company's digital services at a lower monthly price. The bundles, which are called, quote, Apple One inside of Apple, are planned to launch as early as October, alongside the next iPhone launch. And they're designed, of course, to encourage customers to subscribe to more Apple services, which will generate more recurring revenue, albeit at a price break for the consumer. Now, there'll likely be different tiers that include things like maybe Apple Music and Apple TV Plus. Maybe there's a more expensive variation that includes Music, TV Plus, and Apple Arcade gaming service. Next tier could add Apple News. And as always, Apple could throw in iCloud storage for files, photos, phone backups, etc. into any or all of those tiered offerings. Now, Apple's service segment is one of the company's fastest growth areas. It's a $50 billion a year business. and have showed no signs of slowing down due to the pandemic. Digital offerings like the App Store, iCloud, and video products set all records throughout the last quarter. Also rumored is that Apple is developing a new subscription for virtual fitness classes that can be used via an app for the iPhone, on the iPad, Apple TV, through all of the usual Apple consumption points. Again, the service could be offered with a higher-end bundle with other Apple services. The code name supposedly for the subscription service is called Seymour, and it would rival virtual classes offered by companies like Peloton and Nike's ClassPass, according to sources. Now, the service could offer tracking of activity types such as running, cycling, rowing, stretching, core training, strength training. Could also give users access to downloadable guided fitness videos, track your workouts, which might be able to incorporate Apple Watch or the Activity app to do so. And this is an interesting opportunity for Apple because Apple's products like its watch and iPhone are already used pretty widely for fitness and health tracking. Now you throw in subscription service like Apple Music, beats per minute, rating on all songs, and you could throw together a pretty interesting package with music, videos, and tracking through devices. Apple could even figure out a way to incorporate the watch into exercise sessions using things like heart rate, accelerometers, and other sensors. So interesting opportunities there. Be surprising if Apple did not take advantage of that at some point in the not too distant future. In the next news story, Samsung is one of the biggest chipset manufacturers in the world, and reports coming out of Korea indicates that Samsung is getting a big order from Google for a chip that tracks body movement. Now, Google designed a few of its own chipsets for its Pixel smartphones, but this new chip would be used primarily for, again, tracking body movements. The exact use case isn't necessarily perfectly clear, but it's likely that it's destined for wearable devices in the Wear OS ecosystem. And according to sources, Samsung would be responsible for the chip design and the entire production of the chip. So Google would not be involved in the design or production. It would be a Samsung chip, but via Google. So the question, of course, is, given this information, is Google finally looking to launch a smartwatch as part of its ever-growing Pixel lineup of devices? And while Google may decide to actually go full through with manufacturing a Pixel smartwatch, the most likely theory is that these chips would be used in a reference design built by Google to help turbocharge its Wear OS line with other manufacturers. It's also possible the chips will be used in a prototype Pixel watch, but usually Google debuts hardware in October, so it seems unlikely that anything would be ready for this fall. So it's more likely, I believe, a reference design that others could use to build variations based on that design. One other possible explanation is that Google would use this reference design in conjunction for a customized device with Fitbit, who they announced they were acquiring in a $2.1 billion deal last November of 2019. So we'll stay tuned to see how this evolves and what devices, if any, pop up into the actual marketplace. And our last news story. Speaking of Fitbit, Fitbit actually announced that its Fitbit Premium, the paid membership service that gives you guidance to help you move more, manage stress, sleep better, eat better, nutritional elements, has reached more than 500,000 paid subscribers in less than a year since it launched. Fitbit continues to add more in-depth data, personalized and actionable insights, hundreds of workouts, different games and challenges, advanced sleep reports and sleep tools, and overall wellness report, all within the Fitbit app. And when the pandemic broke out, Fitbit announced it was offering a 90-day free trial of Premium for new users and saw a big increase in service in the interest as users sought to manage their health and fitness, wellness, workouts from home. Fitbit Premium will continue to add new content and features, support users, and Fitbit says that premium users took an average of 700 more steps per day. Huh, not bad. So what is their core? They're going to continue to add value by providing health and fitness content, tools to help people practice mindfulness, different practice sessions to help you manage stress, improve focus, relax, deeper sleep analysis, your daily sleep score, breakdown of your score and graphs to show how it's calculated based on time of sleep, deep and REM sleep, personalized and cross-correlated insights. So these are things that you might not necessarily be able to recognize right away, but Fitbit and its AI algorithms on the back end glean this to indicate that, hey, you slept X minutes more than your normal average while still in the 7 to 9 hour range. Stay with the program, doing great. Also, they're going to have guided programs to help you achieve your health and fitness goals, premium games and challenges to help you connect with friends or family on different challenges and motivation, and an overall wellness report. So you can kind of get an overview of your health data, stats, charts about heart health, weight, sleep, activity that you can use if you want to facilitate conversations with your healthcare provider. Now, Fitbit Premium is available to anyone with or without a Fitbit device to try. So you have a free 90-day trial for new premium users, and the Fitbit Premium, if you decide to subscribe, is $9.99 per month, or you can pay an annual fee of $79.99. That gives you a full year. So it's interesting to see both Google and if it finally goes through with its acquisition of Fitbit, both are making headway on health, fitness, wellness, and technology to help you have a more accurate picture of your holistic health and wellness. That's it for this week. We'll see you next week. With that, I'd like to thank you for taking the time to listen to The Fitterist Show. You can follow us on Instagram at FitteristMindBody and on Twitter at FitteristMind. If you enjoyed this episode, please send it to a friend or subscribe to make sure you don't miss any future episodes of The Fitterist Show. My name is Christopher Allen, and make it a magical day.